Thank you, all of you, for being here, being an audience to such a charming film. And thank you, all of you on stage, for making this charming film and having made it to come back almost a decade later to reminisce with us. So, thank you. Uh, Tanuja, I want to start with you. So, this is the sitting in the center. I'm just going to do a lot of wiggling.
Good for your spine.
There are better things I can do for that. Uh, so, Anupama Chopra had said this when talking to Irfan that, and this is something we knew, but she put it and milked it into a sentence that he is the only actor who has worked with both Anis Bazmi and Ang Lee. And there's, I mean, it might be a funny statement to make, but the truth is that he exists in both those worlds effortlessly, right? And part of that effort is how he's, as an actor, be able to be present, entirely present in that moment. And in one of your interviews, you had said he would be so completely present in the moment. He would mumble dialogues, he would make tiny noises, and no two takes were alike. There was a quiet panic in his comedy. What did you mean by quiet panic?
You know, the hallmark of a really great actor is that they're never cocksure that they're doing a great performance. And I think that kind of wondering, was it good? Did it work? You know, did it touch you? I think that was the sort of panic, because I remember telling Irfan that maybe I had envisioned that Yogi might say speak faster or talk a lot. And yet Irfan did it in his own he spoke in the way that he felt was comfortable. But it didn't take away from the outspokenness of the character, because there was that inside, you know. So he may have said it sometimes very mumbly, a dialogue, and sometimes just slow. But from inside, there was a heartbeat just very, very fast. And so that gave Yogi the kind of restlessness that I wanted. And yeah, no two takes were ever the same. In fact, to tell you the truth, and this I've said many times, what for me was the most fascinating thing was that I'd watch a shot and I'd say, good. And I watch very closely as a director. I'm really watching. And I'd say, okay, good shot. But when I'd see it in the edit, that's when I would see the magnificence of the performance. Because there was something more that I would see on subsequent viewings, which I hadn't seen while we were shooting, you know.
Can you give an example in this film?
I'm telling you, throughout, you know, there'd be like a shot that like while shooting, I'd be like, yeah, that's good. But somehow, you know, I'm thinking, should it have been more? And then finding in the edit that more was there, you know, that there was something that was in the, and I have literally used to watch it. I've watched it like hundreds of times, because in the edit you watch again and again, and there'd be something, which is why I like to call his performance, at least specifically in Kareeb Kareeb Single, as a very dynamic. He's a dynamic actor, because on that frame, which is at just a still, it's 24 stills, like in a second, right? So, but there's still something that you're seeing which you haven't caught before. And that's why there is something that he did. I don't know what it was. It was almost magical that there was something that he did which made the performance always evolve continuously.
I love that you say that even on the edit table, sometimes when you're watching it the 60th, 70th time, you'd catch something that you hadn't.
Yes.
It's insane for an actor to bring that kind of...
It's amazing. It's amazing. And I think that's why people never tire of watching. I mean, you know, people coming here to watch movies that are available for them to watch. People don't tire of watching him on screen for that reason. And so you might think, oh, he's done something, or like it's the Irfan style, right? To just kind of, you know, he speaks slowly, says, but he's done much more than you know. And that I think is brilliant, just brilliance.
It's lovely. And Parvati, when they say that, they generally do say that acting is reacting. And then when you're reacting to someone whose every take is different, how do you, as an actor, react then? Are there things that you're prepared for, the things that you weren't prepared for, that you had to improvise on the spot, especially with this film? This was your first Bollywood film, so to speak.
I think with Irfan, what he enabled me to do was to be meticulous, yet find a certain kind of levity in just existing in front of the frame. And I learned it the hard way. Tanuja knows that. Just me getting there, it took a long time for me. And to have a co-actor who is patient and will witness you get there is a very rare sort of, it's a rare blessing to have. So I think each time when he was taking that leap, and there is such a levity to that leap, like you're not taking that leap very seriously, because there is such confidence that whatever gets created, it's honest. And he's having fun with it. Man, I've never seen someone have so much fun doing what he loves to do. So, and I was at that stage, I mean, I hope I'm better now. It's like, I need to calculate. And then, of course, I need to let go, but not too much also. Like, but I need to a little more, I need to hold on. And then, so there were days where I would be in my head so much and tested Tanuja's patience so much. And so when I look around and I can't find the answers and I just look at him, who's with me in this plane of existence, and he's like, I'm here. I'm not going anywhere, So, yeah, that's what he enabled me as a co-actor to do, is to breathe a little. But that doesn't mean you take it lightly. There's that difference between taking it lightly and having a levity to just be. Yeah.
Is there a particular scene that you remember from this film?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Mike is yours.
So there's a scene where that song, after he misses the train, and we get back and he comes back and he's like, "Ab to chali gayi," like, what was that scene? And I was so confident. I was like, I knew the lines and I'm going to perform it. I know where she's coming from. I know what she means. I know everything. Yet something was not translating. And I remember, I don't know how many takes we went, like over 20 easily. And this was like early morning, 1, 2 a.m. We needed to shift from Bikaner to a whole nother location that night. And everyone's looking at each other. Sorry, producers. Everyone's looking at each other with the time. And I'm like, I am just turning into thin air. And that's one time he reminded me during rehearsal. It's something he used to love saying. Iska lines ko makhan bana do pehle se. Lines ko makhan bana do. Like let it not then stumble in your mouth. And I used to not understand that. But I have applied that over and over again over the years till now. I don't know how I got it. I think I became numb at one point and I ended up doing what I did that made it to the final take. But I'll never forget the support of just having existed and witnessed me go through it. But that doesn't mean he'll come in and say, "Aise karke dekho." No. He wouldn't do that either. He doesn't question the agency of the other actors. So that also makes you feel really respected and kind of reinstates the faith in yourself that you're losing after each take. That, oh my God, I'm messing it up again. And he's like, there's no point in going down that path now. Like, so yeah.
That's so lovely, Parvati. Thank you. Switching my spine this side. So Tapa, Tanuja had said that Irfan had taken almost a year to say yes to the film. But it was not an unproductive year in the sense that he was reading it again and again. You had apparently told her that at 3 a.m. in the morning you'd be hearing him speaking these lines because he was trying to figure that connect with this character. Can you talk a little bit about the process? What were his...
Actually, before reaching Irfan, I think this film, I and Shailaja and Tanuja and Ghazal have lived the max. Because Tanuja told the subject to Shailaja. Shailaja told me, can we take it to Irfan? And then we decided we will first. We are trying to be producers who are also creative. So, so we are saying, oh, this is not working and that is not working. So there were many versions before us. We were confident to take it to him. And then we took it to him. And Tanuja was talking about how easy he makes it. And I've said it many a times. It's the most difficult thing in dialogues to make it sound easy. So he had to read the lines again and again. And he was feeling they are very nice dialogue. I felt, of course, it was my project. I said, they're brilliant. The lines will land, and why not? Types, you know. And he said, नहीं यार, ऐसा नहीं लग रहा है कि बोल रहा है कोई आदमी. ऐसा लग रहा है dialogues हैं. You know, so from that transition from dialogues to a spoken language took a long time. For him to connect to ये humor यार मैं छिछोरा तो नहीं लगूंगा इसे बोलता हुआ. You know, the most famous, I must say this, I think he went wrong there. So, you know, he thought the latte thing will not land, and it landed, and how. You know, so sometimes actors can be wrong. So, and so it's like that. So, you know, so, but yes, he had to feel every, like, ये ऐसे क्यों करेगा, वो वैसे क्यों करेगा, but the questions are always before and not on the set or something. Before that, he would like get the lines completely. See, honestly, I don't know. He had a lot of faith in Shailaja, and he had a lot, no, not lot of faith, but I had that persuasion thing. अरे तुम्हें समझ नहीं आता, ये बहुत अच्छा है, you know, that kind of a thing on him. So we kind of grabbed him, and then we started again working on the script together with him, with Ghazal. And, you know, Ghazal has been, it's very, you see, I'm a writer too. It feels very bad when somebody, you know, says ki this line is not working on it. It does feel bad, okay? So, but he had this way to say it perhaps which might not feel bad for the other person. I'm sure Ghazal must have felt bad. Anyways, so, but we had like how many drafts, man? I mean, many, many drafts. And this for us, me and Shailaja especially, was a challenge. That we have to make this work for Irfan.
And the changes that were happening, were you making the dialogues more?
Yeah, like from every point, more or less, mostly, because see, it is a very talky film. It's dialogue to dialogue, dialogue to dialogue. It's like that kind of a film. It's not like, you know. So they have to work for the characters to kind of shine, you know. And like Tanuja said, she had a different yogi. I also had a very different yogi in my mind, you know, when I read the script. But honestly, I loved the yogi he brought. Yes. I really finally loved the yogi he brought on the table as Irfan. So that's how it goes.
And I think that is the thing which you were saying, na Makhan Banalo, that he must be repeating the lines in order to make them Makhan.
Yeah. Of course. Like right now when I was watching, there's a line, कि आप तो पड़ गई थी घास पे हरी हरी. Now I think the dialogue was हरी हरी घास पे. But when he said it, he said घास पे हरी हरी. Now when I watch it, it really sounds nice. Yeah. You know, so it's like that.
But that's also because of this absolute command over the language, you know? Like it wasn't that he was struggling with it. So when a changed version would come out of his mouth, it would actually be really perfect, you know?
Yeah. True. Shailaja, you, Sutapa, Irfan have known each other since the television days. In fact, when you made your leap into producing with Madari, he was there holding your hand. Can you talk a little bit about your experience of putting this film together, getting Irfan here, convincing him to do it?
Oh God, it brings back so many memories. I think I remember that Irfan was my 3 a.m. friend. When Shutba would go off to sleep, and she would say, "तुम लोग बक करो, मैं नहीं जाग सकती इतनी देर." तो one day when we were talking about the script and all, he says, "यार तुम लोग मुझे जोकर बना रहे हो," और he was quite terrified actually of playing a romantic lead. Okay, so this is the only film where he's actually played a romantic lead. I mean, he's done comedy films before, but romantically, तो बहुत मतलब you know, he's like, यार मैं कैसे लगूंगा this that. तो मैं उनको हमेशा यही कहती थी कि you know, for every thinking woman, you're the guy, really. So I said, I'm just manifesting what I want.
You did it at 3 a.m. See, she chose the right time when I was sleeping.
So it was like, मुझसे पूछे, you know, मतलब ऐसे ही चाहिए होता है बंदा, you know, तो ये ऐसा सही है, you know. So he's like, ऐसे कौन बात करता है और ये वो ऐसे, यार मतलब इस उम्र में जाके अपने आप को इतना सीरियसली नहीं ले सकते, बाहें नहीं फैला सकते, वो सब नहीं कर सकते, मतलब बॉटल ही शेयर करने की बात हो सकती है. तो ये अच्छा, तो ये तो बट ये कैरेक्टर, पता है कैरेक्टर कुछ अजीब सा नहीं लग रहा तुम्हें. So then I remember 2 incidents which were very fun, you know, and one of the 3 a.m. conversations. So एक ये था वो जो ऋषिकेश में when they go to that place, that ashram, and he wears that khadao, right? So now I have a very sort of my nani's maha ashram spiritual type. तो मैंने उनको ऐसे एक दिन बोला, ऐसे ना आपके लिए ना चप्पल नहीं रखेंगे, वहाँ खड़ाऊ रखेंगे. तो इसे खड़ाऊ रखेंगे, मैं खड़ाऊ पहन के कैसे घाट पे चलूँगा? ऐसे दैट्स द पॉइंट. योगी वैसे ही चलते हैं. हाँ, तो इसे एक बात बताओ, ये खड़ाऊ पहनते क्यों हैं? तो ऐसे पता है आपको, वो जो खड़ाऊ होती है ना, वो जो 2 नस को दबाती है, उससे आपके सेक्सुअल डिजायर्स कम हो जाते हैं. ऐसे योगी इसलिए, जो योगीज होते हैं वो इसलिए उसको पहनते हैं. तुम सच कह रही हो? आई सेड हाँ मैं सच कह रही हूँ. यार ये तो बहुत मजेदार, ये तो मुझे समझ आ गया. लेकिन ये लव स्टोरी है ना, इसमें कम करना है ज़्यादा करना है. सो दैट वाज वन थिंग. किसी हाँ अब समझ आ रहा है, हाँ अब समझ आ रहा है. एंड देन देयर वाज एन इंसिडेंट वेयर वो ट्रेन वाला जो सीक्वेंस था, तो आई रिमेंबर बाबिल का हैट था, तो मैंने बोला ये हैट पहन लीजिए. तो ही वॉज लाइक कि हैट मतलब हमने ऐवी कुछ भी कहीं से उठा लेते हैं. तो मेरी एक बहुत प्यारी शॉल थी, ओके, तो वो एक दिन मैंने पहना हुआ था, तो ही पुल्ड इट आउट. ये भी तो उठा सकते हैं ना, कहीं से भी उठा सकते हैं. तो लाइक सो आई थिंक he would go for serious advice to Shuttapa, and he would come to me for कि तुम सच में इस तरह के आदमी से प्यार कर सकती हो? ऐसे हाँ बिल्कुल. तो and another thing I want to say about Parvati, because Parvati was being extremely modest. When we were thinking about people, we said ये 2 लोगों की फिल्म है, ये एक जन की फिल्म नहीं है, और वो 2 लोग टक्कर के होने चाहिए in terms of performance, and that was the reason why we changed the character to somebody from the south, because we wanted Parvati in that and Tanuja wanted that. And I must say this कि और कोई आप लोगों ने सबने देखा होगा कि बिल्कुल टक्कर की performance, and that is why, and so she's being very modest, but I have to say that.
Oh, lovely. We're talking about this character of Yogi, and I was thinking at the script level, and this is a question, of course, to all of you. At the script level, he can seem annoying, but it comes across as endearing on screen.
Do you know a man who's not annoying?
I'd like to believe I am, but okay. But at the same time, even there's something about him that could come across as creepy, but on screen it comes across as just badgering, right? And there's this fine line that he makes in his performance where I never felt, even in your body language, like even though you wanted your space, I never felt that you felt too violated by him. And there's a fine line in the way he brings out the performance and the way you bring out in your reaction to his performance. So can we talk a little bit about creating that fine balance?
Yes. And it's a very important thing you say, because first of all, this has, and I just said this the other day to someone, that the script has come out solidly from the minds of women. There is no man there who wrote or was any part of the script at all. The original story was my mother's play that she had written. Just a short play, which I had always remembered as being such a cute story. And then we developed it, and then we all worked on it. So, Yogi, to my mind, is somebody who will never, ever violate Jaya's or any woman's boundaries. It can never be without their consent. So that's why it never seems like he's annoying. Like he is annoying. He talks too much. Sometimes he wants, he wants to sort of come into a room and say that, come on, let's go out, let's go have, let's go have a cup of tea and things like that. But it's never. There's an elegance, and there's an inner dignity which I think that actually is the thing that I think might have connected Irfan to the character, because I remember, meeting him. My mother met him once at Mummy, and that's when I was waiting for him to say yes. And so he hugged my mom and he says, "Bas mujhe ek dafe pyar ho jaye na Yogi se, to main pakka karunga." And we were just waiting for that. And I think the thing that made him fall in love with that, and I remember, I think you told me this, or he said that it's that he loves his driver, he loves his help. That's the thing that connected him, So so obviously a person like that has a whole lot of respect for human beings. You're saying something?
I was saying exactly that. मतलब I felt that the character has so much of respect for anybody and everybody. मतलब वो चाहे वो cab driver हो, चाहे वो hotel का receptionist हो, चाहे whatever, a person who has so much of respect. That was one thing which I felt when I read the script, and the second thing that I felt was that actually love can be simple. It can be really simple. It doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't have to be contrived. It doesn't have to be, positioning yourself in a particular way. And if you're deeply honest, only then can love be simple. तो वो simplicity है ना कि चलो मेरे एक्सेस से मिल लो, देख लो, how does it's just normal. It's not about putting up a feather. नहीं मेरी तो कोई ex girlfriend नहीं थी, मैं तो बहुत ये हूँ, etc. कुछ नहीं. Honesty, integrity, I think that's what we saw in the character. And and that's what I think women want.
Yes.
Also.
Yes. And in fact, if you remember, there was a bit like, I think that was improvised when he's at the station with the pakode wala, and he says, there's a non-veg pakoda. He says, ye bhi bandhu. He said, nahi, marwaoge yaar. So he was like, no, she won't like it. Jaya won't like it. Don't do it. That was so cute, I love that.
How lovely. But even Parvati, like the way you react to him, that was also essential, not just his performance. Because if you were overtly uncomfortable, then suddenly the character would be colored a different way. Do you want to talk about how you moderated your performance?
Where do I begin?
What about the scene where you scream at him?
Yeah, I think it starts with, like in life, right? Like change happens and you don't really know when it starts. You can't really find the source of it. But before you know it, you seem to be so comfortable with this person. And you're like, when did it start? And for especially Jaya, who is still sort of tethered to her husband, to Manav. Because there is the way I understood that Jaya is used to being seen by someone. She's not really been seen by anyone else. Her brother, a certain way. But then it was Manav. And after that, she's not really allowed anybody to even see her. Like, be really seen. And for that, you got to be vulnerable. And she was like, no, I have my boundaries. I am safe here. And I think I can get through life like this. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I quoted this poem recently in another interview, but there is no better way to put it. It's this poet, her name is Naira Waheed, if you've heard of her. And some people, when they hear your story, expand. And some people shrink. That's how you know. That's how Jaya knew. That the more Jaya shared herself or just was around, he just expanded and expanded and expanded. So she wasn't something that she wasn't used to. And the fourth wall part of speaking to Manav slowly and softly changed access, where she actually started making eye contact with Yogi and then stayed with that. And I think that was a very soft, slow burn in the film. So it wasn't a jhatka. Like, for example, the first date, the latte wala line or anything else, she cannot believe this human exists. Like, she's met many other, and she's like, she can almost be prepared for them. Yeah, of course, now they're going to pass this judgment on me. Now they're going to say this. And now I know when they do that, what I'm going to do. But there is no rule book with this fellow. So something gets unlocked in her. And like, it's so soft. And it's his love for his driver also. That for me, when I used to read that, the first soft smile comes when he mentions packing the food for the driver. That's where the slightest bit, and she catches herself really quickly. You're like, no. And that was almost a muscle memory. It's not even that she planned it, but she smiles. It's lingering on her face and she's not ready yet. So I think even when she screams at him, it's like, how dare you unravel me? And I don't know whether you're going to stay. But how dare you do this to me? Because there's now no way, bikhar gayi hai, like she can't pull it all together, and how does she continue her life from before Yogi? So yeah, it was a soft burn for me as well to try and get that. But that's what Irfan did, is that if you remember the scene, I mean, if you remember this, just watched it. The scene where she wakes up after, going on a rant, and he does this, and this was you'd asked me to bring my glasses, remember, like the contacts would have gone off, and he does this. And this is why it's often very surreal to speak about your co-actors, because you create a world, be it in front of the camera, there might be 200 people around, but that reality never ceases to exist. So I still remember looking into his eyes and that gaze holding. And that's a lock. Now there's no turning back, dude. Like now you're done for. So those are the slow, little big things that he kept infusing into his performance, where I could latch on and then build the arc for Jaya as well. Yeah.
Gorgeous answer. It also points to how sensitive this film is. It's in the micro expressions that a lot of these changes of intent or changes of feeling that happen. So, kudos to all of you.
And just one thing about that scene, I have to say that that's the scene where I think Irfan is looking hot. Like really sexy, That's when it also, like you rightly pointed out, it changed there.
So Tapa, what are your memories of this film? Because I remember you telling me that Babel was also on set the first time.
I mean...
He's right here.
So, it's very... will always be special. One, really, like for Madari, we did a Madari with all men crew and we were not really part of it. Honestly, we were producing it, but the story was Shailaja's of Madari. But, this one was an all-woman team. Oh, this was an all-woman team. And, this is one film where I actually traveled with him from day one to the end of the shoot. So I was always there from the producer's side. But then, so this was also special for me or precious for me is because it has, I think we always, as persons, as people, always loved traveling and we wanted to travel more. I have always traveled a lot, but he couldn't get time because of his shoots and we always wanted to travel. And this film allowed us to travel like how, in the film itself. Secondly, Babel, he was assisting Ishit. Actually, we should, though they're not there, we had a great team. We had Ishit, who did the cinema camera person, Ishit Narayan. Oh, because he was the assistant to Ishit. Okay. So, anyway, and we had Chandan, who edited the film, which is, I feel it's a very well-edited film. So, it takes a team to do a film, and this is a very rare team which we all kind of gelled together. We kind of liked spending time with each other, talked and spoke, and, we were very much, it is like editing. My God, what days we had. So that's why it's very, very special. Costumes. The amount of time we have spent on the costume of this film is unbelievable. Unbelievable. So it's like the small things, and we were all involved in those small things.
Thank you so much for being such a lovely audience. All of you, thank you for this film. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you for giving me a lovely spinal stretch. And I hope all of you stay back for today, the namesake, and tomorrow also we have 3 films that we're showing. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.